Joining us on the Special Teams Hotline, our second straight girls volleyball interview, and their champions also, just like Victor, Churchville-Chili girls, and they are first-time champions in Section 5 history under our first-year head coach. Her name is Shelby Gear, and also joining us, a couple of top players, Camryn Karelus and Skylar Jehlen. Ladies, first, a big collective congratulations to you all.
Thank you.
I want to ask Coach Gear. I mean, you're a 7 seed that wins the title. At what point, or was there a point in the season where you said, we could do this, we could win this whole thing? Or did that not happen till you got to the final?
So there was definitely, I mean, we've had a lot of players that have played, for a long time with this program. So it was really great to work with them all. It was probably like maybe midway through this really condensed season that we started playing a lot more consistently. We had some injuries, we had some weird, quarantines, and throw a spring break in there. And, we didn't have our, everyone there all the time. So it was probably around like the second half of the season when we started having people there more consistently. And I was kind of like, we seem to have something really special. Like, this is what I was hoping to see out of everybody from the beginning of the season.
I mean, it's a 5-set win over Thomas, 25-23 in the last game. As a 7 seed, you get the win on your home court, which there's really only one way that can happen. What was the emotion like when that you went from 24-3 to 25-3 and you knew you had the title?
Yeah, I think it was like really nerve-wracking towards like the last few points, but overall it was just a super fun game. I feel like it was really equally matched, but then I feel like in the end we really pulled through for those last few points. And even though it was stressful, our main goal was just to get the ball over and get that point.
Cammy, you're a sophomore. Skylar, you are a freshman setter and hitter. You're young, Skylar. How do you manage your emotions in a moment like that? And was your heart pounding out of your chest, or were you like, "This, we got this"?
I was nervous in the beginning of the game, but like as it went on, I just got more excited because it was so close. And then like after we won the first set, I really thought that we could just win. So that was good. I was excited.
Here, you were a program assistant with a boys team that won a championship last year. Now your girls team wins a championship. What was your emotion like when you won on your home court? Because in a field with, Irondequoit and Pittsford Sutherland traditionally, big deal for Churchville-Chili to pull this off.
You're absolutely right. It was a huge deal. They so earned it. They've worked so hard all season. Like I said, with those ups and downs with injuries and with some quarantines thrown in there. I was just so happy that everything that we had worked for and practiced for finally paid off. Everything kind of just seemed to like fall together in that last game. They knew it. Everything was just, kind of come to a peak at that time. So it was awesome.
This was really the Cinderella championship. This is a Webster Thomas team that you beat that had knocked off number 1 Sutherland, number 4 Mendon to get to the final. Girls, were you all watching the brackets, or were you just? Yeah, you were. Cammy, you were, huh?
Yeah, I was keeping track.
How surprised were you at that?
I was pretty surprised. I know I had texted Skylar after, I think it was the Irondequoit game, and I was like, Irondequoit lost. And I was really surprised about that one, and we were both definitely surprised about those two.
Skylar, you have a freshman. You're a freshman. You have 3 more years left. You guys aren't going to be sneaking up on anybody anymore. How do you prepare to go from being the hunter to the hunted?
I think we just need to keep working hard and playing as a team, and I think we'll be fine.
Well, you have a pretty famous dad, actually. Coach Jehlen, Joe Jehlen from Gates Valley Hockey has been around for a long time. Being the daughter of a coach, does that help you be a quarterback on the floor to a degree, being a setter?
I think so. I think it helps me just kind of keep my head and like work hard and be a good teammate and just have fun.
Coach Gear, this is a young squad, right? I mean, what are the expectations like now for the next couple of years?
Everyone knows the expectations are high. We know that once, we did this, everyone's going to want to come back and do it again. We are losing 6 seniors, but we're keeping a lot of the girls who are in the starting lineup for those last few games. So everyone's definitely going to be coming out and looking to win a lot of these games again, and even beat some teams that we had lost to during the season. Now that we kind of have found our groove and, found some stuff that works for us.
What was it like around school when you pulled it off? I mean, was there a great vibe, a lot of momentum? Did you get a lot of support from people who maybe didn't know that the volleyball team was this good, maybe 2 weeks before sectional started?
Yeah, I feel like everybody kind of towards the end was like, oh, they're in the finals. It was kind of a surprise to everybody, I think. But everyone around school was just congratulating us as we walked by and everything, and all my teachers just congratulating us, and just a whole bunch of different things that I all did. And it was really sweet, and it was really nice of everybody. And just everyone was supportive, and mostly surprised, but supportive.
Also, quick shout out, Alyssa Rich had 50 digs and 6 assists in this game. Coach, who were some other players that maybe role players that were clutch throughout the sectionals?
So JC Karelus, Cammy's sister, was a solid player. She's our other outside hitter. She's been a solid player the whole time. Our middle, Jasmine Gibbs, she did such a great improvement from the beginning of the season to the end. And by the end, she was just having such a great time. And it was great to see, her really, really enjoying the sport and just making such big plays at critical moments. So Jasmine, besides Rich, JC, and Jess Taylor as well. She's just a fantastic defensive player. And she really, really saved our butts sometimes with some of those long rallies. Defense stands out huge for Churchville. And I feel like that really, really caused some issues for some of the other teams because they just couldn't put the ball down. So
Steve, Brad, give you the last word.
I just love a Cinderella story, Jeff, and this totally is a Cinderella story. Skylar, I'll kind of piggyback off the question for Cammy. I mean, when you got that championship, what was it like for you just being a freshman and getting a goal that a lot of high school athletes don't get to walk around with that patch, and now you'll always have that?
I was really excited, and it just makes me more excited for the next 3 years because I do think we can do it again.
She's confident too. You gotta like that. Hey, Churchville-Chili, number 7 seeded Section 5 champs. Congratulations! Thanks for being on our program. We do appreciate it, and we wish you the best of luck. Girls, I think maybe we can have you on again in the next few years, right?
Yeah, hopefully.
All right,
we wouldn't have to wait till May either. Maybe it'll be next November, right? If everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, hopefully it will be.
Fingers crossed. The Churchville-Chili Saints Section 5 champions. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We'll take another break. You're listening to the Connors and Ferris High School Sports Show. We're brought to you by Salvatore's Pizza.